Good afternoon, Deborah. Can you hear me? Oh, this is being weird. Just want to ask again. I want to make sure. I've been having such trouble getting this to work right today. Oh my goodness. Now I feel like we might be okay to go. I see people coming in the room now. People can hear me. Boy, that took me about 10 minutes to figure, maybe longer. I just could not, it wouldn't stay. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. It's being goofy. Happy Saturday, y'all. So just want to go through a little bit. Make sure you hit that like button for me. And if it starts buffering, let me know right away because I have to open a new stream if that happens. Also, most of you in here are Taurus, so happy Taurus season. Happy Taurus season. If you happen to have a birthday today, happy birthday. Don't forget, my loves, for Taurus season from here until May 20th, all private readings and Reiki sessions are going to be half off. They're going to be half off. So I have a feeling these are going to get booked pretty quickly. So you're going to want to book your, what is this? Sorry, something else is popping up on my computer. Everything's being weird. Everything's being weird. So the link is in the description box below to my booking site. I do want to remind everybody that when you get there, it does say Lotus Spirit Tarot because that is the name of my company. But you are definitely in the right place. I'll put the link in here for you too. You won't see the discount until after you book, and you can book farther out because I don't actually send the invoice that shows the half off until about a day or two before your reading. So, but definitely book those. Also, although it's not until tomorrow, happy Easter for those of you who celebrate. Now you guys know how this goes. Hey, Tink. You can ask as many questions as you would like. That's what this is for. It's unlike the YouTubes where I'm giving you advice from spirit. This is actually your spiritual team. So that's what we're here for, is for you to ask those questions. You can donate. There's a little $sign. I appreciate all donations. You don't have to, but you can. I do appreciate all donations. Also, for some of you, I got to remind some of you, don't type underneath the video in the comments because I can't see those. You have to type in the chat box next to the video. So feel some good energy coming in. I absolutely do. It's a brand new solar return for Taurus. I'm here for it. So again, feel free to ask any questions you might have. If you're not sure what to ask, you can always ask, what does my spirit team want me to know? Right? And we'll just see how long I'm on today. Just kind of had some free time. Mentioned it yesterday that I might go live today. But apparently I got all my chores done, so I had a little time. So again, feel free to ask any question you might have. And don't forget to hit that like button for me. Definitely book your personal readings. Oh, I forgot to do that too. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Let's see. What does you, Deborah? Let's find out, Deborah. Let's find out. Let's find out. What do they need you to know at this time? Deborah's spiritual team. What does Deborah need to know? What does Deborah need to know at this time? Wow. Deborah, there is going to be a revealing of some truth here. Doesn't have to be bad. A lot of times people just immediately go to bad. There's something within the next 7 days that's going to be revealed, and it looks promising. It looks good. The Ace of Swords is truth, right? So there's some truth coming out, and I think it benefits you. You obviously don't see it coming. You can see this hawk with the eye coverings. So you can sit there and think about it all week long if you want, but you're not going to see it coming. But it feels good. Okay. It feels real good. Like, oh, I needed to hear that, right? I needed to know about that. So it's a gift from the divine for sure. I love that. I love that Ace of Swords. But I don't think you see it coming. I don't think you could try. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise. You are welcome, my love. You are welcome. For those of you who just joined, please hit that like button, ask your questions. Feel free to donate. There's a little dollar sign next to the chat. I appreciate all donations. It lets me do this type of work. I don't know if you guys, some of you know, some of you don't. This is all I do. This is all I do is psychic readings, mediumship, tarot. I do it. I have clients here in New Orleans that I go to their homes and do it, but I also have you guys, which is amazing to me. I do readings and Reiki for people all over the globe, which begs me to ask, where are y'all from? How can Taurus truly call in the finance they need? So, Christina, because you don't, Christina, the hardest part for Taurus, we talked about this yesterday. It's a great question. You talked about this yesterday too, because Taurus tend to be givers. New Jersey, Deborah. I knew that, Deborah. I remembered. We tend to be givers. So, first and foremost, not only are we givers, but we're spenders, right? Very, very hard for Taurus to build wealth because once we have some, it's like, oh, I can buy this and I can buy that, right? And that's okay. That's our nature. But Christina, it is about it's about being open to receiving. It's about they brought me back to my childhood, which is very odd. So some of you know my childhood, some of you don't, but I did not have the best childhood. I grew up in poverty, like true poverty. A lot of times there wasn't food to eat. I shared an attic with my brothers. I didn't have a bedroom or anything. It was not an easy life. However, I would sit there and I would think to myself, even at a young age, we're talking like 7, 8, and I would think, why are you complaining? There's somebody out there that has it worse than you, right? And that sounds all wonderful, but we're not supposed to be that way. We're Taurus. So we have a tendency to bring in wealth and then release it as soon as we get it. And we tend to think that we shouldn't have more because that would be greedy. So, Christine, it feels like I know you're doing the meditations and the mantras, but I think this is more deep seated for you. I do, because I know from my own experience. You may want to book an Unlock Your Wealth Reiki session with me or that, and maybe a super conscious Reiki session with me to remove those blockages, to reprogram. Everything's half off in Taurus season. So, guys, feel free to book your personal readings and Reiki sessions from now until May 20th. Okay. But this seems more deep seated. Okay. It's like this is like something from childhood that you're stuck in. And sometimes we think we're healed from that relationship with money, right? Sometimes we think we're healed with that, but we're not. Because you can do the mantras and you can do the meditations, and you should, but until you get to the root of it, which is your subconscious, right? It's just you're not truly rewiring your brain, if that makes sense. I hope that helps you. Ella. Ooh, double Taurus. I'm a double Taurus. Show me clearly for Ella. What does Ella need to know? Proud Texas lady. Of course you're from Dallas. You're my neighbor. Come visit me in New Orleans. Hey, Charlie, we finally got this up and running. That only took forever. I don't know if a lot of you are probably just coming in to have no idea we had so many tech issues trying to get this live going. Ella's spiritual team. Ooh, there they are. They just came in and got the chills. Ooh. Ella, I think this kind of goes hand in hand with Christina. You're meant for wealth. Taurus, we are meant for wealth. And I do mean money wealth. Okay, we are meant for it. Looks like you are headed on your way. You're just at the beginning, Ella, of really understanding and accumulating, because that's a child, right? Accumulating the wealth, being able to hang on to it. You're going to leave a legacy. You're going to leave a legacy. It's coming. It doesn't matter if it comes in slowly or we, collect it over time, because we are hard workers. But yeah, Ella, you got some opportunities coming in here to make the moolah. Let's find out, Texas. Let's find out, Texas. Fawn, is that Huntsville, Alabama? That's too many. Can I just have one or two, please, for Texas? One or two for Texas, please. One or two for Texas. There we go. You got to move on from something. Something's not working out, Texas. They need you to be able to move on. Okay? Something is not working out. So I don't want to say wasting time, but you've been working on something and you need to go in a new direction. Okay? You need to go in a new direction. Fun. Let's see what's coming new soon for you. I hope I'm saying that right. Fun. Yesterday I was on a roll with names. Today, I don't know. Fun. Oh. Show me clearly for fun, please. Show me clearly. Fun spiritual team. What's going on here? What's coming? Show us clearly. Ooh, a new relationship is coming. A new relationship is coming. It's definitely soul family coming in for you, Fawn. It doesn't have to be romantic. I have a lot of soulmates in my life. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. I've got soulmates in my life, right? But you've got a new relationship coming in that's very happy, very joyous. One of my dear friends, best friends ever, I didn't even meet her until we were in our 30s. And she is definitely a soulmate of mine. So I like this for you, Fawn. Oh, wow. Christina, that's awesome. And you know what's crazy? Is that this is one of the only decks that I can think of, if the only deck that has an actual falcon on it. At least that's what I think that is, a falcon. I don't know. What do I know? Wow, that's so crazy, right? That's so crazy. Mercy me, right, Ella? I love it. Mercy. Yeah, so Texas, definitely, you probably know what it is. If you're clapping, you probably know what you need to walk away from. Guys, don't forget to, G. Covington, I'm so glad you're here. I am so glad you're here. All right, so since we have new people coming in too, I just want to mention this again. Happy Taurus season. Yay, Taurus season. Happy Taurus season. From here, I can't talk. From here to May 20th, I'm giving half off all my personal private readings and Reiki sessions. So you'll want to book yours before May 20th. When you go there, it does say Lotus Spirit Tarot, because that is the name of my company. It's my other channel. So you are in the right place. You will look at the pricing and you will divide it by 2 because it doesn't show. Those are my regular prices. So divide by 2. And again, you can book further out if you want to. Maybe you book one for your birthday if you're a Taurus, right? Um, because I send a separate invoice to your email that shows the discounted rate. And I send that about a day or 2 before your actual reading or Reiki session. Also, feel free to ask your questions. We will grab your spiritual team and we will give you the best answers possible that we can from your spiritual team. It's not me, it's your spiritual team that's talking to you. I'm just the channel. You can donate. There's a little $ next to the chat. You don't have to. I will answer your questions, but I do appreciate all donations. It allows me to do what I do. And don't be afraid to ask your questions because no one here knows you, right? It's private space. It's a private space. Or you can ask a question like Christina, too, that has nothing to do with tarot, right? If you just have a question in general, most of it's going to be tarot, but so again, you guys ask your questions. Otherwise, we're going to sit here and I'm just going to ramble on. I'm just going to ramble. Make sure you're asking in the chat, not in the comments. I can't see the comments. I can only see the chat when we're doing these live streams. I'm sure that they do, Tink. They're full of wisdom. What's happening here? Tinker, tink, tink, tink. This is not coming through the tarot. This is coming through your spiritual team. And it's hard to do, but it's very, very good. It's a very good practice. You need to, when you wake up in the morning, and you're doing your routine, that's awesome. But you need to look yourself dead in the eyes in the mirror and say, I love you to yourself. Okay? There's something there that is needing to be healed, and that's how you heal it. So it's like, when people are trying to get pregnant, they put up the post-it notes, I am fertile, all that stuff. It's kind of the same premise. You're going to wake up, you're going to do your routine, and then you're going to stop and you're going to look in the mirror when you're brushing your teeth or whatever it is, and you're going to go, I love you. Something's going to help you heal from that. We're going to come out of that, G. Covington. Oh, look at that, right? When I'm looking at that. So you're going to have what they want you to know, G. Covington, is one, they want you to know you're not alone. Okay. You are not alone. Okay. First of all, your spiritual team is always with you. Always, always, always. And you're going to have some sort of awakening, epiphany. It's okay to feel lost. We often feel a little lost when we're about to hit a breakthrough. Okay. You're going to have more than one spiritual awakening. We have more than one. And I think you're on the verge of another one. And usually before the next level of a spiritual awakening, there's a little bit of, I don't want to say full crisis, but there's a little bit of that lost. I'm not sure. So G. Covington is new. So you all know what I'm about to say to G. Covington. What you need to know and what you need to do is every day you ask your spiritual team to show you the way. Show me the way. Angels, guides, ancestors of mine, show me the way today. You can be specific. Maybe you're looking for love, right? Show me the way to true love. But it doesn't have to be specific, right? It can be just show me the way. And I'm telling you, things happen. And you usually won't figure it out. You'll connect the dots later because spirit's funny. And they are funny. As a matter of fact, I normally have my cup of coffee in the morning. And that's how I ask, is usually through humor. I'm like, hey, you guys awake yet? I know we got things to do. You want to show me the way? Like, spirit is fun if you allow them to be. So you're going to see something new. You're going to see a new path. And they want you to trust, right? Trust your journey. Trust the journey. Trust them. I hope that helps you. You're welcome, Tank. I love you too. I do love you too. So again, feel free to ask your questions. Feel free to donate. I appreciate donations, no matter how big or small. And I'm just going to paste this in here again because we have new people coming in. Don't forget to book your half off readings and Reiki sessions for Taurus season, right? Because it's the way we start off this year is going to be our year, our solar year, is going to be huge. It's going to be huge, guys. It's very important that we get in the right frame of mind and the right place emotionally, because this is going to kick off what the whole next 12 months is going to look like. Does that mean that you're never, or that you're not going to have a bad day here and there? Of course you're, right? But we don't live in that, right? We don't live in negativity. We don't live in lower emotions, but we process them. We process them and we move on, right? Whoa, I'm about to knock a whole deck over off my desk. So again, feel free to ask any questions that you have, specific questions, whatever you might have, because that's why we're here. Pixie. God. Oh my God, that's a funny story. I should tell you guys that story. Oh my gosh, so funny. Actually, I think I will real quick because it's hysterical. So my whole family comes down to New Orleans for St. Patrick's Day. I live here. Most of my family does not. They live in, some of my family lives down here, but most of them live in Chicago. So they come in every year, and this was a bazillion years ago. My cousin was staying at this really cool hotel down in the French Quarter. And we called it the year of the animal. It was like the year of the animal. She calls me the morning after she got here. We were out the night before having drinks, and she's freaking out because there's some pigeon in her room. She had the doors open to the balcony, and a pigeon was in her room, and she's not exactly graceful with nature. I'm like, well, call the maintenance guy and have him come get it out. So this starts this whole scenario of animals everywhere that year. Like we went and we were walking down Bourbon Street, and there's a bar called Oz, and there was two gentlemen in there with, I kid you not, a pony. A pony in the bar. And I was like, what is going on? She's like, I want to pet the pony. We go in there and, hey, can we pet the pony? The guys were like, it's not a pony, it's a miniature horse. They were just so about this. And then this, we're walking towards another bar, and we got dive bombed by these like seagulls, which they're close by because we're close by the Gulf. But oh my God, we got like, we had to duck. We had to dive down, the group of us. So we had that. And then so we go back to the hotel for whatever reason. I think she was making herself pretty again, right? And I'm waiting for her, and I'm waiting for her, and I'm laying on the bed, and I'm like, Julia, come on, let's go. And all of a sudden I felt something licking my hand. And I look down, and there's this poodle, this poodle just licking my hand. I'm like, where the hell did you come from? So I sit up, I pick up the dog, and then I hear this very big Southern draw of a woman yelling on the balcony, Poopsie, Poopsie, where are you, Poopsie? I grab the dog, I go out on the balcony, and I look, and I'm like, Poopsie? And she goes, Poopsie. And that's why I said Pixie like that. Oh my gosh. And there were so many more, but I won't go on. There's so many animal instances. It was hysterical. So that's why I had to say that. Oh, Pixie, Pixie. Your other mother. That's awesome. Hey. Oh, you got to get out of that imposter syndrome. Let's find out for you. I love the Hotel Monteleone. I have a good friend who works there. She's always bringing me little stuff from there. You've got to get out of imposter syndrome. Oh my goodness. You got some severe imposter syndrome going on here. Don't be nervous. Everybody's on YouTube or everybody's on TikTok or everybody's on TV. Don't be nervous. I feel like so much nerves. I mean, I can't knock it. I mean, the first time I did the first video, I was nervous, but oh my goodness. Show me clearly. Will there be a success? Practice. You got to get out there. You got to do it. I think I was saying that at the beginning of this live, maybe, or in a reading. I can't remember now, but practice gives you confidence. So although I had been reading tarot for quite a while and doing personal readings for quite a while, my first few videos on YouTube, not on this channel, on my other channel, oh my gosh, I was like shaking, right? I was like shaking. I don't know what it was about that particular avenue that made me so nervous, but did practice, and it will be successful. And stay consistent. That's the other time. That's the other thing I can tell you, is that you always want to be as consistent as possible. That's why, right, for the readings, 4 a.m. Well, 4 a.m. my time. They're posted every day at 4 a.m., right? Oopsie. Leaf Erickson. Oh, you're killing me, Pixie. You're killing me. You can ask as many as you want, guys. It's not just a one question. We're here, you know. I mean, if we had 20,000 people in the room, it'd be different, but we don't. Don't apologize. Just wondering. Ah, he doesn't want to let you know. Let's find out, Christina. Let's find out, Christina. He's actually doing better than you think. I think he had a bout, but I think he's recovering quite nicely. He's very protective. Yeah, he is. Because here's the thing, Christina. The Queen of Wands in every other deck does not have that little salamander on her. And that salamander is protection, okay? But in this deck, she does. So I do feel like the health is actually getting better. Like there's a rebound here for Dad. Hello, Jay Hanna. Hello, Jay Hanna. Year ahead rating. G Covington, that's I can custom, and I have custom those. The year ahead. First of all, let me explain. These are all, except for the live one-on-one reading, which I do, which is you and me privately in a Zoom room where you can just ask any questions you want. You run the show, not me. The other ones are recorded. The other readings are recorded. I normally don't ask you anything. I don't need to know your sign. I don't need to know any of that. And I just work with your spiritual team for the year ahead, and we go quarterly, right? And we pull cards. But if you have a few questions to be answered alone, that I would. G Covington, I do have the one question readings, which I get very specific on those. Might want to do a couple of those. I'm trying to figure out how we would work that out. You know what? Just email me with those questions. I'm sure I can incorporate it into it. Yeah, just email me the questions. It's Shannon Colleen Medium at Gmail, if you guys don't know. So book the year ahead and then send me an email saying these are the additional kind of questions. Figure it out. Christina, no, yeah, I've had that problem when I've donated to other channels, and I donate to other channels. But there's also, should be in the description box of this live or in any other video, there's also my PayPal. You can donate through my PayPal. It should be in there. But I've had those issues. Thank you for that donation, Pixie. Let's find out. Oh, that's too many. Too many. Talk to me about Pixie's twin. I think your twin is doing a lot of healing work, which is good. I think your twin is asking you, be patient. I'm coming. I'm just doing the healing work because you don't deserve that part of me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Coming though. I feel like your twin is very close to finishing up that healing work because look at the rabbit. And that's like, boom, here I am as I knock over everything. I totally get it. Your other mother, I get it, but you just keep doing it. Make more. Then make more, do more. Even if you don't publish them, just at least make them. Practice, practice, practice. I knew what you meant, Pixie. I knew what you meant. You're welcome, Christina. Well, let's find out. Jayana, let's find out. Show me clearly. I knew it. I should have said it before I even pulled the card. You will meet again. That is the message. You will meet again. And yes, you are right. I'm so sorry for the loss. Excuse me. But yeah, you will meet again. He's sending you messages, or she. Your twin is sending you messages. But also asking you, sending messages to you in your sleep. Wow. Okay. So your twin is coming to you in your dreams. And if you're having trouble remembering your dreams, I highly recommend doing a 30-minute Reiki session with me for the crown chakra because that was unbelievable even to me. Nancy, new client, said she couldn't remember her dreams for 20 years. I said, that's the crown. Let's do a crown chakra Reiki session. We did it in the morning. She went to sleep that night. The next morning, she remembered in detail her dream. So if you're having trouble, remember everything is half off for Taurus season. So when you go to the booking site, if you choose to, Jayhana, it is the 30-minute distance Reiki. That's the one you're going to want to choose because I have multiple different Reikis. And next to your name, put crown. So I know that we're working with crown chakra. But yeah, your twin is coming to you in your dreams. I love that. You're welcome, G. Covington. Maureen, Shannon, Colleen, the queen. That's right. That is right. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Pixie, sometimes the best thing we can do with twins is to let them work out what they have to work out, especially with their own soul and their spiritual team. You are more than welcome, Pixie. That might be it. Your other mother, and maybe, but I am not on camera. The reason why I'm not on camera is because most people, I took a poll once, they want to see the cards, right? At least you all, that view these YouTubes, you want to see the cards. And I totally respect that, and I don't need to be on TV. Like they're, whatever. I don't need to be in front of the camera. I'm not afraid to, but I don't need to. So maybe you don't need to. See, Diana, I just read it. I knew you couldn't remember your dreams. I knew when I'm pulling cards for you guys, I'm not normally looking at the chat. So I knew it. I knew you couldn't remember them. I would tell you that works. It works. And it's half off from now until May 20th. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, Deborah, yes. I'm going to give you I'm going to pull a card for you, but I'm telling you it's a yes. Sometimes I don't need the cards, guys. That's where the psychic part comes in. Yes. Yes, Deborah. So here's the thing about pendulums. They're amazing, their energy. What you want to do is you can order one online, it's fine. But if you can get to a metaphysical store and where's my pendulum? There it is. You're gonna, it's like most of them are made out of crystals, right? So you're gonna find them, and what you want to do is put the crystal, put the pendulum in your non-dominant hand. So I'm right-handed, so my non-dominant hand is my left, and you'll feel energy. You'll feel vibration. You'll feel energy. You'll know it's yours. It's like pets knowing their owners, right? It's like all of that, and then practice with it because everybody's a little bit different. So for me, when I ask the pendulum a question, a yes is when it's coming to me and from me, and when it's a no, right, it's going left and right, and then circle is a maybe. Sometimes spirit doesn't want us to know, right? So I know the camera angle is really bad, and then you practice with it, Deborah. So I'm going to ask my pendulum right now, is my name Shannon Colleen? Is my name Shannon Colleen? Spirit, push the pendulum and show me what is my name Shannon Colleen. And you can see it's going more and more and more and more, right? That's the energy of spirit pushing it. You may stop, please. Thank you. Now I can ask it a lie, right? Is my name Mary Kate? Is my name Mary Kate? Is my name Mary Kate? Spirit, show me. Is my name Mary Kate? And you'll see. See, now that's my no, and you'll see it getting stronger and stronger. So, yes, there's your little tips. Spirit would not have brought you here to ask that question. You should learn to work with them. It's not hard, but you have to trust yourself, and you have to find out what your yes and no is, because your yes might be left to right. So you got to practice with it with questions you know the answers to. I hope that helps you, Deborah. You're more than welcome, Jayhana. Tighten up tarot. I'm going to tighten the tarot. I like it. I'm going to start making some t-shirts with all your remarks. Oh, yeah, right. Right. The honeymoon's over, right, G. Covington? I get that. I've been there. Oh, I wish I could see it. Are you talking about your profile picture, Jana? It's so tiny, but it looks amazing. Is it the skyline? G. Covington's angels, guides, ancestors. Talk to me about this job. Talk to me about this job. Talk to me about. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that King of Swords is telling me that you need to start looking. I feel like, see, and sadly, especially, I don't know if it's a bigger company or a smaller company, G. Covington, but I didn't get good vibes from it to begin with. It kind of like when you work for a smaller company and you have no idea how bad they are in debt, and all of a sudden you've worked and then your paycheck bounces. If anybody remembers that before, direct deposit. If it's a bigger company, it's like there's no loyalty. There's very little loyalty. They will hack you, right? The sword. They will cut you out, right? I do feel like you should start looking now. Awesome, Deborah. Well, it looks beautiful, Jayhana. It does. I wish I could make it. Yeah, see, like they may be going under, because that was the first thing I thought of. That's the first thing that came into my head was paycheck not being paid, right? You don't want to be in that situation. I love it, Jayhana. That's so beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Charlie. Absolutely. Absolutely. They will. We talked about this last time too. All of a sudden, like for me, I think last time we were live, we talked about Saraswati and how she became a part of my spiritual team. She governs over artists and musicians, and I just never had heard of her before. Never heard of her. Didn't know who she was, and she was just everywhere. Billboard, on my news feed, little statues, in certain of the shops down here. And that's how I know. And we do have certain parts of our spiritual team that come in and they don't stay forever, right? Sometimes they stay just for a little bit. So that's why it's always good to know and ask. Some of them stay your whole lifetime for sure, like your main. So my main spirit team is Archangel Metatron, right? Which makes sense because voice of God, right? Voice of God. And I use my voice to give messages. Not that I'm God, but it's about using my voice. They use me, they use my body, my ability to speak in order to give you messages. So, and then we have, our spirit guides, and we have certain angels, and we have our ancestors. Like my grandfather was part of my spiritual team for quite a while, but then he exited, right? And it's just amazing. Ah, Lakshima, yes, I love it. See, Pixie's talking about it. Pixie's saying, yeah, this is how it goes. It does. That's how it works. And sometimes they will appear. I don't know, you guys know this or not either, but yes, not always, but I do see apparitions. Okay, so I see dead people. Um, I see dead people, but very rarely will they show up like that because our human mind is as strong as it is, it can be very fragile, right? It can be very fragile. So they like to ease us into things. But again, if you keep asking Charlie, they will appear. Don't forget, guys, half off all personal readings and Reiki sessions for Taurus season. Don't forget to book yours before all the slots are gone. You can book as many as you like. They're all going to be half off. Also, don't forget to ask your questions here as we are live. And that is the whole point. And it can be a question like Charlie's too. It doesn't have to be a question for your spiritual team. It can be anything. Oh. Wow. It wasn't always, Pixie. It was terrifying when I was a child. Terrifying. Terrifying. It's, that's why I think why people are scared of it sometimes too, because if you think of the movie The Sixth Sense, I saw more of that than I saw Rainbows and Angels. But I still wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So don't forget to ask your questions, book your personal readings and Reiki sessions by the 20th of May. I'm getting so excited about the start here. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Sorry, my computer was being a little weird. Deborah, take advantage and book a 30-minute distance Reiki session with me for the third eye. It will open. It will. And it's important. And stop using fluoride and stop using tinfoil. Stop doing the things that calcify your pineal gland. You may want to do both since they're half off. Do a 30-minute, maybe even back to back, do a 30-minute distance Reiki, right? Put third eye next to your name and then a pineal gland awakening. Hey, Carla, there you are, Carla. But it will. You got to do the right things, though, because it's partially spiritual, right? Third eye, but it's partially physical. The pineal gland is an actual gland. You know what I mean? So, but I would definitely get fluoride out of your life. Everybody thought I was a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not. I think it's, shoot. I think it's Utah that finally banned fluoride from their water. And I think Florida's on the way too. Fluoride is not good to ingest. You can get fluoride treatments at the dentist, and that may be good for you, but ingesting it is horrible. It literally calcifies the pineal gland. Ooh, let's find out for you, Pixie. Let's find out for you, Pixie. Ooh, Pixie, you have some massive healing going on. Wow, I love this. This is not your typical Three of Hearts. Look at the swords aren't in there. There's bandages over. You are making so much progress, and she is here to help you with that. Look at that. I love it. Especially mental clarity. She's bringing you mental clarity because remember, it's swords. It's not emotion. Everybody gets confused with the Three of Swords about that. It's not cups energy, it's swords. So she's bringing you some clarity. Sabet! I'm so excited. Okay, so I like that. She's bringing you clarity. Who's doing that? G. Covington. Let's find out. I have stuff like that happen all the time, so I'm used to it. Yeah. You need to clear your space. I don't want to go into if it's positive or negative, but it's not even negative. It's annoying. So you need to smudge. It is somebody who used to live there in that space. It's kind of almost like a mischievous child. Nothing's going to bother you or hurt you, but if you want it gone, because I think it's annoying more than anything. Sometimes we find those things fascinating, but I feel like this is uh, a spirit that is in your house that is messing with you because they can. And I would smudge and I would ask them to leave. And it is literally can be that simple. But I feel like this is a younger person that used to live there. But I don't think they're evil by any means, just mischievous. But it's someone who lived in the house. This feels like a long time ago, too. Like, I don't know how old the house is, but this feels like it's like, I don't know. It feels like, 100 years ago. You're welcome, Deborah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Pixie. That's right. It's super bad for your thyroid, too. Right? Pixie's right on. Right on, Pixie. I'm with you. Calls conspiracy theorists, but you know what? The truth comes out. Hi, Sabet. So happy. Let's find out, Jan. There's some issue that's going to be resolved for you. Gianna, there's some issue that's going to be resolved for you. There's confusion around something that's going on in your life. It's going to be resolved. And probably in an unexpected way. But that's what they want you to know. So we all have worries, right? We all have worries. We all have worries. And and confusion. And you're not going to have that. You're going to have healing from confusion and worries. I like that. Sabet, how dare you miss alive? How dare you? Oh, that's funny. We all get sidetracked. I almost didn't go live today. I don't know. Yeah, I love that for you, Pixie. I love that she's bringing that in. You don't get bothered with the. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? I have 3 daughters, guys. Can you imagine me or having me as a mother? Good Lord. They're like, especially during the teenage years, just rolling their eyes at me all the time. We were sitting, it was funny. We were sitting at the kitchen island. They were teens. They were definitely in the midst of it, 14, 15, and 16, I think. And I had a glass of wine and they were sitting on the island. I was standing on the other side, and that wine moved like a foot, like a foot. And they were like, "Are you kidding me, Mom?" And I'm like, "It's spirit, and I know exactly who it is, and I know why they're doing it." And they're like, "This is ridiculous." They didn't want to tell people what I did. Oh my God, it's funny. So you tell your kids to chill. It's fine. Oh, but on an old farmland. Yeah, that would make sense. That makes sense. See, I knew it. Old farmland. Yeah, I think this child spirit is just bored for you, G. Covington. Let's find out, RB99. Guys, don't forget half off all readings and Reiki sessions for Taurus season, right? For Taurus season from now until May 20th. Book yours before they get full. You can ask Sabette. They're wonderful. She's had many of sessions with me. Um, let me see here. RB99. You got to walk away from the past. You're living too much in the past. That's why you're stuck. You're feeling stuck because you're living in the past. That's what your spiritual team is telling me. And living in the past is it's more than we think. It's going over past decisions. It's blaming our parents for our childhood. And I mean, it's just so much. You can't move forward until you release the past here. Okay. The past is the past. You take the lessons, but you don't live there. And that's why you're stuck. You can't move forward. And you may not even be realizing you're doing it. That's the thing. So they want you to move forward. Okay. We can live in the past. We all have been there. Come on, raise your hand. We've all been there. We've all done it. I've done it. But you got to move forward. The past, it doesn't matter. Take the lessons, but leave the rest. It doesn't matter if you view the past as good, bad, if you were good or bad, doesn't matter. Everything that we have gone through that we do is a lesson, and it has been a lesson. Yeah, Carla. Let's see what we got going on. I think this has been going on for a while for a lot of people. We just had a big conversation in here with your other mother about imposter syndrome. Right, Carla? And you know better. And we were talking about how we just have to take the steps. We don't need all the ducks in the row. Just do more, practice more, do more, look more, right? It's not like you're not doing enough, but it's like do more. It's like if I wanted to become a professional golfer, I love golf, guys. I golf. You probably wouldn't know that about me. I'm a golfer. I love to golf. I like many things. You would have to get out there and you'd have to do. But you have to enjoy what you're doing too. You take it seriously and enjoy it. So it is about just kind of doing, Carla. Thank you, Carla, for that too. Carla's done many. Yeah, see, Carla, you can't make it up. See, Carla's had many sessions with me too, and readings. You know, we work with the energy together. So I definitely, Carla. You're heading on the right path, but I do feel like there's just a lot of that imposter syndrome going on right now where we say we're good enough, but do we believe it? Right? So here's like a hint. This is such a great way to put it, Carla. Like when you go on an interview, don't look at it as they're interviewing you. Look at it as you're interviewing them. That gives it a whole different feel, right? Yeah. Look at this. That's all about perspective. It's like we talk about, it's about perspective. No, you're not interviewing me for this job. I am interviewing you to see if your company is worthy to have me. That's where you find your success. Right? Just keep moving forward. You're going the right direction, but tweak that. I do feel like you got to tweak that. That's awesome. I love that. That's a great way to put it. I love spirit. I know you haven't, Sabette. You'll get there. Sabette and I are talking in code. I know you haven't. Mm, but you're going to. You're welcome, RB99. Carrie, hello, Carrie. Hello, 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 my love. Well, Jehana, just like my kids, they probably have this gift also. Okay, so that child, okay, it probably is. It's not bad though. It's not bad. They just don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with it. Um, I do not, again, I do not feel anything like evil or bad, but yeah, there are spirits. Guys, there's a spirit in my home 24/7. 24/7. Okay, there always is. And when I do a live like this, we joked about it the last time, the last two times I went live, like it gets crowded. Okay, all of your, if you're in the room, all of your spiritual team is here with me. You know, it's they're there. It gets crowded. So I would tell you, like with my children, just ease them into it. Let them know. Say, you're an empath. You're a lighthouse. You're going to have spirit come to you, but let them know not to fear it. And let them know they have the power. Let your child know they have the power, because that's what I would tell my children. You can tell spirit no. You can ask them to leave. It's very simple, right? And you can. I feel like, yeah. So again, don't, I feel like the negative energy block, I get that. That's awesome. But I think where it really lies for your child, Johanna, is letting them know they have the power. Once I realized that from a mentor that I had the power to say, yeah, no, not today, right? That they can ask them to leave and they have to obey. That's the thing. They really do have to obey. And if your child is into rituals, then do some rituals with your child. Salt around the house. But when you are a light for a spirit, that's, you are. And you either go down a dark hole with it or you go to the light itself, right? You go to the light itself and say, I'm open. I always say this is the best way I can explain it. Sorry. I invite spirit into my house. I am perfectly fine with spirit being in my house, but only if their intentions are good. Because that's the bottom line. If your intentions aren't good, you can't be here. I had a woman come into my house when my kids were teenagers. Actually, her kid was over at my house playing with my kids. I shouldn't say playing; they were teenagers, whatever. And she also, I didn't know this, but she was a high empath, and she walked in and she about doubled over. She's like, "Oh my God." And I looked right at her after inviting her in. I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you were an empath." Yeah. She's like, "I've never seen so much spirit in the house." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you have no idea." And she was like just overwhelmed by it. So make sure you give your child the power. I love that though. More and more and more and more light workers coming into the world for sure. All right, my loves, I've got about 5 minutes before I got to go. So ask your final questions. Ask your final questions of spirit and we'll get them answered. Thank you all for the donations. Don't forget to book your readings too before May 20th to get the discount. Give me 1 second, my loves. Sorry. Sorry about that. I don't normally have my phone here, but I had to answer that text. Anyway, so yeah, I got about 5 minutes left. I will not be going live tomorrow because it is Easter, whether you celebrate or not. Have a happy Easter. But I'll be relaxing tomorrow. There still will be the daily reads. But I'm going to go watch the Easter parade because, yes, I'm in New Orleans. We have a parade for everything. For everything. Let's see. Let's find out. G. Covington. Let's find out. Yeah, you might be a good match for that. It looks like you could be a good match for that. I would give it a second try. Absolutely. Definitely. Oof. Oh, Sabat. We're right. I know that. I know that energy. Oof. Because you're getting downloads. Sabat, you're getting downloads. Downloads take on physical. They do. Guys, I don't know if you know that. A lot of times when we're getting new downloads, new programming, we can get, like Sabat, you can get headaches, or you can get like feeling like you're nauseous. You can get all sorts of things. Obviously, disclaimer, see a doctor if you need to, Sabat, but you're getting downloads. Our human body is so dense that when we get downloads and all this light information, it's like it's a whammy. It is definitely a whammy. Hold on, Jay. Hold on. Let's see. The next step leads to completion for you. Completion of a cycle. Thank goodness, right? Sometimes we can't wait for those completions. Carla, all of it helps. It's not the same, but all of it helps. There is no right or wrong. We want all of the good stuff. So yeah, listen to those songs about abundance. If you can fall asleep to the affirmations, it doesn't happen overnight. We've been programmed to think there's lack for your whole life. You've been programmed lack of love, lack of money, lack of this. So if you think that one listening to one it's gonna no, we got to clean out all the crap and replace it with good. So it's not quite the same, Carla, but it's all good. Okay, it's all good. Sometimes, absolutely, but again, just full disclosure, I'm not a doctor. Go see a doctor if you feel like you need to. But yeah, I've gotten definitely brain fog, dizzy, can't quite wipe out that fog. Absolutely. Oh, I'm so glad, Jay Hanna. I'm so glad you found us. Oh, your left ear gets really. Part of that's about is nerves, just so you know. Part of that's nerves because you haven't done what you need to do. I don't even need a card for that one. Oh, I'm so glad, G. Covington. Yes, be a part of our tribe, please. We need more good people in our tribe. Well, part of that, I'm telling you, Sabet, and as a friend, Sabet and I are, she started as a client, but she's definitely a friend of mine. I'm telling you, part of that is because you're pushing off what the other thing you need to do. Calling you out a little bit. Sorry, Sabet. Sorry, Sabet. All right, my loves, I am going to head out. I love you all so much. Just make sure your notifications are on because we're doing more and more lives more and more often. And I think it's good. Again, don't forget to book those readings and Reiki sessions. I have a feeling, like I said, that those are going to get booked up quite quickly. I do have some days there I don't have any availabilities because I got things going on. So, right, Sabet, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Happy Easter, Carla. And for those of you who celebrate, love it. Also, for my Taurus Inspiration members, some of you are here. I got a new meditation coming out tomorrow morning because of this beautiful Easter weekend. So check out that meditation. You won't see it until the morning. All right. All of my love, light, and blessings to all of you. Until next time.